Hi family, this is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I practice the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. And so today's video is going to be about detoxing, shifting your diet from a not so healthy diet to a healthier diet, and then what that looks like in between. So as you know, for the last couple of days, I've been putting out there that I'm going to do a liver gallbladder cleanse. And so a lot of questions are coming up for clients and individuals that have reached out to me. And what I see is a lot of fears. And so one of the fears that I had a client say to me is, I'm scared to take herbs because the last time I took herbs or shifted my diet, I got really, really sick. So herbs I can't do. And so I asked the client, well, are you currently taking any medication? She's like, oh yeah, I'm taking about 4 different medications. And one of those medications was lithium for a mental health challenge that she was trying to correct. And so I said, so when you were on these 4 medications, did you take the herbs with the medications, or did you stop cold turkey and take herbs? And she said, well, I stopped cold turkey, then I started taking herbs. So my next question to her was, how many herbs did you take and what did you take? She said she was taking 19 herbs a day, 19, and immediately she crashed. So there are all kind of wrongs here, all kind of wrongs. Number one, if you are on medication, especially something as intense as lithium to autocorrect or to help you balance out an emotional, mental health challenge, you cannot just cut it cold turkey. All prescriptions are acid-based, so you need to wean yourself off very slowly. Depending on how long you have been taking medications will determine how you're going to shift yourself off. And that could be so many different directions. You would need to either speak with me, I can definitely help you out, or another licensed healthcare practitioner to help you wean yourself off. In conjunction with weaning yourself off, you cannot eat certain foods like a high intake of animal protein. Anything that comes from an animal. Caffeine, sugar, and let me see, anything white in color like rice, breads, pastas, cheese, things like that. You have to avoid or start decreasing as well, and start increasing all foods the color of the rainbow. That's the first thing. The second thing is you do not need to take 19 herbs at one time. The only thing that I would focus on this particular client to use is blood cleansing herbs. Just start there. You can do that with 1 herb or 2, depending on what the goal is. So that's the first thing. The third thing, the third point that I'm going to make is the water intake. Was this client drinking enough water? Was she barely drinking any water? Or did she overkill the water? There are so many variables in that. She couldn't tell me. She didn't remember because she crashed so hard. She immediately went back to taking medication. So there's too many up and down, up and down, up and downs. It's not that the herbs didn't work. The herbs did exactly what they were supposed to do. They threw your body into a cleansing crisis and you crashed because you had too much waste from everything that you were doing prior to, including taking those 4 medications, and one of them was lithium. It threw all of that waste into your bloodstream. Your body started to push stuff out. She was probably dehydrated and constipated, and everything came to a halt, and she collapsed. It's not that the herbs didn't work. The herbs did exactly what they were supposed to do. The way in which she did everything didn't work for her body. The second client, I had actually somebody walked in asking for information, and we just started talking about health and wellness, and I can tell that she had some medical issues in the past or current. She had some type of boot on her ankle or around her foot, and then there were some other physical ailments that were going on here, and then her skin was going through some changes. So I'm checking all this stuff out while we're talking. and she asked me about colon hydrotherapy. And the first thing out of her mouth was, do I have to stop eating meat? That's up to you. Your health is your responsibility. Well, I heard you have to stop eating meat. Well, why do you have to stop eating meat? What's the issue? What's going on? And keep in mind, she had a very engorged abdominal area. So this tells me, one, that A, she's not drinking enough water. B, she's probably on a lot of medication, if not 3, probably 5. Letter C, she's not having regular bowel movements because her belly was very distended and bloated and enlarged. And she was walking with a limp. She had a cast or a boot on her foot. There's a lot of things going on with you, a lot. So before we can even get to the reasons why you should stop eating meat, we have to deal with the facts that are on the table first. How are you supporting your body right now? Are you drinking enough water? Are you getting enough minerals in your body? You might need a supplement before you even start to receive a colonic. How many bowel movements are you having? Are you having one every other day? If that's the case, you need to get on some type of herbal and food plan first to break that stuff up. Because if I go in with a colonic and start flowing water through an already engorged area that's filled with air, fecal matter, undigested food, you're going to be very angry at me. Very, very angry and uncomfortable. So there are 1,001 steps that you have to take before you even think about getting a colonic. The mindset has to shift, right? So I say all this in love is that herbs work, colonics work, if you know how to move forward with it. If you have any health challenges, or you're taking any medication, or you feel gassy, bloated, distended, you're having skin issues, you're not sleeping well at night, you're snapping at your partner, snapping at your kids, reach out to me or reach out to a licensed healthcare professional and start working on clearing some things up. Because if you don't, it's just going to get worse. I guarantee that. Herbs work. Colon hydrotherapy work. It just does. So if you have any questions, definitely feel free to give me a call. My phone number is 562-682-0818. You can also visit my website at Moya Body Care, and that's MOYA bodycare.com. And you can also visit me on Facebook under the same name, Moya Body Care. Until then, cleansing warriors, mwah, thank you.